Enlarge triangle T by scale factor -2 with center of enlargement 0, 0. Okay, here is our center of enlargement. Now, when you enlarge with a positive scale factor, you draw ray lines going from the center out like this. Okay, and you would get an enlarged shape. In fact, I'll even show you where it would go. It would end up looking like that. But that is for 2, and we don't want 2. We want -2, and this works in a slightly different way. We actually don't start from the center of enlargement, we start from the shape and go through the center of enlargement. So if I wanted to do a scale factor -1, I would go through the center of enlargement. I'd go like down 2 and along 3, and I'd go down 2 again and along 3. And I would end up, in fact, I'm just going to like even show you what would happen. So for this one, I would go down, I would go along 1, down 2, I'd end up there. And then over here, I'm actually going down 3. And with this negative one, we get a different orientation. So that is -1. Okay, I've not actually done the question yet. I'm just showing you how you'd enlarge by scale factor 2. Now scale factor -1. This takes us on to -2. It's kind of a little bit of a combination of both. Because remember how I was like going here and then like sort of doubling the distance? Hey, it's the same thing. Now I'm going to go here, and instead of going like to here, I'm going to double. Instead of going down 2 and along 3, I'm going to go down 4 and along 6, although it's to the down and to the left. Okay, that point is going to go to there. We know at the end of the question we should get a triangle that's twice the lengths. I don't want to say twice as big. I want to say the lengths are twice as big. We're going to do that with all of them. So here I'm going like to the left by 1, down by 2. So I'm going to double that. I'm going to now from this is from the center of enlargement. I'm going to go along to the left by 2 and then down by 4. And we've got one more. So it was down 3 and to the left by 1. Let's double it all. So down 6 and along by 2. There we go. And you can see when I join this up, I am going to get a triangle with a different orientation, which is what happens when you do a scale factor of a negative. And yeah, it is twice as big. Sometimes people talk about vectors. They like say, okay, I've got this here, so I just need to times that vector through by -2. It's going to go in the opposite direction because of the negative from the origin. And it's going to be twice as long. You can do that if you want. I did see that. I've never taught it like that. But I'm just, if I want to kind of relate it to maybe something you've seen, then you can do that. Fun fact, when you look at something, this is what happens. This is your eye looking at this triangle, and then actually, let's say that this is the triangle you're looking at, because you look at something big and then it actually focuses down on your eye and onto the back of your eye, and it becomes smaller. That's why I kind of want to change the way. I'm not very good at drawing eyes here, but this is you looking at this triangle. And what happens, and this is really what happens, is you look at an object, it kind of goes into your eye, the light, that is, not the object. The light goes into your eye, it focuses down, and of course, people are short-sighted sometimes, long-sighted because it doesn't quite focus correctly. And then it hits the back of your eye, and it hits the back of your eye upside down. Your brain then flips it around. But when you're looking at objects, like you require in your brain to make it so the computer screen you're looking at right now is the right way around. And when people get concussion, actually, your brain can suddenly just not work for a little bit, and you can start seeing things upside down. Um, so your brain just manages to interpret the world correctly for you for it to make sense. Like it's amazing stuff, and it's like, it's just such a you might think, why on earth are we enlarging by a scale factor -2? Well, guess what? That's what happens when you're looking at stuff. And if you use a pinhole camera or cameras in general, the things actually flip around from this focal point.